So how can you get more sports card autos fast without breaking the bank? Meaning like without shelling out thousands and thousands of dollars for like an Ellie De La Cruz rookie card from Bowman 2023 auto, right? What can you do to help yourself out to save money? Because, who wants to go and spend $2,000 on an auto and then Ellie De La Cruz ends up getting hurt or blowing his knee out and then he's out for the rest of his career and then that thing is worth nothing. So it's like you want to kind of plan things out. And if you don't know what an auto is, I'm not sure really when it started, but I know COVID kind of really it really focused in on a lot of new collectors for sports cards, and packs had autos. Where it started for me, where I didn't even know, we were in Wawa, and they had like I forget what pack it was, but it was like NBA pack. It might have been like the NBA Optics or one of them, right? And we got one of those packs. It was a fat pack. Opened it up. I got it for my son because he's like, oh, cool, cards. Let's get cards, right? And this is maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. And, let's get cards. Now, I used to collect when I was a kid, but I kind of skipped out for about 20 years and then came back. And then my son's like, oh, these sports cards. And we started collecting together, which is cool. So it was really neat because we go to Wawa, bring it home, right? Open it up, and there's an autograph in there. I'm like, what the heck is this? An autograph? Is it a fake autograph? Is it a new autograph? You turn on the back, right? It has like a certified autograph, Topps or a Panini or whatever that is, right? And that was the first time because I didn't really research sports cards before. I was just doing it for fun. I didn't really realize they had autos in like packs. Like back when I was a kid, we had to go back and go like wait outside the Flyer Stadium or where they practiced and hopefully get an autograph on our jersey or on a sports card. We never really got on sports cards because we didn't really have a lot of sports cards then, right? But on our jerseys, on like a notebook, whatever. And that was where we got autos. But now you have a lot of autos in these packs, especially hobby boxes. But, hobby boxes range from like $100 where you're Topps Chrome Platinum to maybe like $200, $300, $400, $500 if you're looking at like the Topps Cosmic Chrome. Where I always want to get the Cosmic Chrome, but it's so expensive. But if you didn't know what an auto was, that's where they have these things, and they're in packs now. You want to set goals on what kinds. So, like I said on our last video and a lot of videos before, you want to set goals on which ones you're trying to find. Like, what autos am I trying to find? You want to set a budget. You don't want to be going out, okay, maybe going to a sports card show, and you got $500, or you have $50, or whatever, $20, right? How many autos can I get for that? And you should have research. You should know what's going on. You should know how much these autos are going for. And that leads me to the next point, like online marketplaces, all right? eBay, Facebook Marketplace, card, or we'll get the card shows in a second, but like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, even Amazon, right? Sometimes, these online marketplaces give you a lot of autos, and you want to figure out what goals you want to use for these autos and what goals you want to use and how much money you want to spend. You don't want to over budget. You don't want to overpay. Overpaying is not good, right? You should know if I'm going into the card show and I want an Ellie De La Cruz auto, and it's going for about $500 right now on a certain brand, maybe I can get it for $450, maybe I can get it for $400, maybe I can swing a deal or things like that. And when you go to these card shows, when we're going to get into a second, it's a pretty easier thing to negotiate. But these online marketplaces are very important because it's hard to negotiate, but you can shoot messages and things like that. But it gives you a good judge on how much these things are going for. If you go on eBay, you can go to recent sales and you can look at what card you want, Ellie De La Cruz or a CJ Stroud or whatever that is, right? And you can see how much they're going for, and it can really help you out when you're trying to figure out what you want to use and how much you want to spend, because you want to really budget, because sports cards can get out of hand, right? I know people personally, right, that spend thousands and thousands of dollars on sports cards and they come away with nothing. So you want to be smart about it. You want to research. You want to make sure when you go into these places or when you're going to buy something, you want to check all around and check these different things and make sure that that's a good price and things like that. So, we're still trying to find these autos and how we can find them fast. So definitely eBay, definitely Facebook Marketplace, and definitely card shows. Johnny, he did a video a few months back how card shows are so important, and they're so important not just with like buying things, but also the community aspect. You know, your community aspect is very important when you're looking at card shows because you can talk to people, you can negotiate with people, you can see how their personalities and your personalities, and everybody's there because they love cards and they love collecting. Nobody's there because they hate collecting. So like you can sit there for hours and hours and hours and just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But card shows are so important because you can negotiate, right? You might go to these card shows and people have prices on their cards, but you can negotiate. Go there at the end of the card show. At the end of the card show, they're probably trying to get rid of stuff, right? And they may give you an auto for free. You might be able to get, an auto that might be $10 or $15, might be get it for $1 or $2. You might be able to get 15 for $1, depending on who you get. So this is, again, goes back to research. You should research your stuff, right? Who's the next upcoming player that I might want to get an auto for that maybe nobody knows about? Maybe you know about because it's in your hometown or whatever, but maybe nobody else knows about. Maybe you want to gather up these autos and save them because you never know. Before last year, nobody knew who Ellie De La Cruz was, right? So people got his autos and they first got them in boxes and things like that, and they were going for like $50, $20, and now they're thousands of dollars because he's a great athlete. So card shows is very important to walk around and just see how everything's going, right? Sometimes they have big card shows, sometimes they have small card shows. It doesn't really matter too much. But go talk to the people and just introduce yourself and just talk to them and see. And the more you talk to them, the more they get used to knowing who you are and what you're there for. The easier it's going to be for you to negotiate with them. So it's like you ever watched American Pickers on like History or whatever those channels, and they negotiate with people. Okay, I'll get these two if you give it to me for $40 instead of $60, And people, if you throw money at them, they'll accept it. So negotiation is a great tactic, especially at card shows. And the last part is just patience and persistence. I know personally, right? I jump into things, right? I'm like, oh man, the Topps Cosmic Chrome came out and I want to get the auto for Aaron Judge, and boom, and then you go try to get it, and it's like $500, right? And then sometimes you're very impulsive and you just go and buy it, and then all of a sudden now it's worth $400, now it's worth $300, $200. You can be very, very smart and very, very patient to use your money wisely. You don't want to just go down to a casino and throw $1 million on black and then it hits red and you're done. You know what I'm saying? You want to do it very, very smartly. You want to do research. Again, like we said before, go back to research. You can find good finds if you're patient and you're persistent. You want to persist. You want to go to all these different places. Sorry. And I talk fast, right? You want to go to all these different places. You want to go to Facebook Marketplace. You want to go on Amazon. You want to go on eBay. You want to go to card shows. You want to go to hobby shops and see what they got. You can always negotiate with hobby shops as well. So it's very important to maybe go to a hobby shop one day, and then go in there another day, and then come back the next week, and then next week, and then eventually the fourth time they see you, I'll give it to you for like $10 cheaper. So it's like things like that. They're human beings, right? And you can negotiate with them. And as long as you're throwing money at them, and you make a good deal and they get money, everybody's winning. Everybody's winning in the long run. So it's a very important thing if you're looking to get more sports cars, autos fast, right? You can do that, but also be patient and also be persistent when you're doing that stuff. So if you guys have any questions, let us know in the comments. If you had any other ways you can find autos fast, and the last thing is estate sales. You might go to a house that somebody passed away or they moved, they lost all their stuff, or like storage things, and they might have a whole series of cards for $10. Maybe you find autos in there. Maybe relatively cheap as well. So you could sometimes do that. A little bit harder to do, but the card shows, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, these are the places you want to look to make sure to see if you can get good autos at a good price. But yeah, again, if you guys have any questions, anything you need to know, we're here to help you guys out. And also, we want you to comment down below and let us know your I guess how you did it. How did you find a lot of autos? What did you do as you grew up, or what you're doing now, or pre-COVID or post-COVID, or wherever that could be. So let us know in the comments what you guys think. We appreciate you guys watching. Later.